Is major breaking news on Uber, and no, it's not the news that moved this morning, Charlie, that you can now order an Uber for somebody who doesn't have an account. That's news. You've got even bigger news.
Well, we have some details on the Uber CEO search, which is going on as we were speaking right now. I believe it's Hydrogen Struggles is the outside headhunting firm that's involved in this. It's going to be ultimately a decision by the board of directors, which is a pretty good one. David Bonderman's on it, a bunch of long-term players. TPG is one of the big financiers of Uber, so they're going to have a say in it, one of the big private equity funds or venture capital funds. Here's what we know. The Uber CEO search, from what I understand, this is from sources at Uber and investors, includes an unusual pitch. Uber's enticing the CEO candidate with a pitch that they could earn, when this thing goes public, about $1 billion. So you want to be a billionaire? You should be the CEO. You could be this. If you're the CEO of Uber, you can be a billionaire. Now, how is that going to happen? We should point out Uber's a private company right now. Right. As you know, they're going to go public in the next 2 years. That's what the plan is. And when they go public, that's when this thing could. That's when your payday could happen, and particularly if it's.
Because it's valued right now at what?
$60+ billion.
It's a moving target,
it's a moving
and it's
target.
Always moving up.
We should point out who is the major, the key person that could be this CEO. Sheryl Sandberg, it's her job if she wants it, from what I understand. I'm getting that from people inside Uber. The question is, does she want it? And as of now, she apparently is not interested. She's got a good gig at Facebook. She likes writing books.
She's got young kids.
She's got kids, and she had that horrific situation with her husband, who
terrible.
recently passed. So, I mean, she's got a. I mean, she's doing. This is what they're telling me.
Plus, and again, as a feminist, I tried just to look at everybody gender equal, but they are probably hoping in some way, shape, or form to have a woman because they have the problem with the sexual harassment and not treating women well. So that could solve at least one problem.
That's what doomed the current CEO, Travis Kalanick. We should point out that Kalanick's probably going to be part of the CEO search as well. Remember, he owns the company, basically. He's got the most shares. I mean, he's still going to be a powerful player, and, you know, he's going to have some role there. It's undetermined what. He's going to play a role in picking the CEO, from what I understand. But that's where it is now. We don't know who the candidate's going to be. I don't want to put words in Sheryl Sandberg's mouth. We actually called her. We called Facebook. We called her. We asked her for comment. She has no comment. We called Uber for comment. They have no comment. But this is what I'm getting from people close to the company, major investors that know about the CEO search. It is what they're saying is this: this company is growing. They're in Asia. They're in Latin America.
Right.
They're here in the U.S. They're going to other markets. They believe they're going to be big. Whoever gets the job is going to make between $500 and maybe $1 billion at some point when this thing goes public, and when the stock appreciates over time. And that's their pitch. And it'll be interesting to see, you know, who they pick for this. I mean, are they going to go old world like a Jeff Immelt, or will they do somebody that's part of the tech?
Charlie, look at the NASDAQ now. It is falling rather precipitously, and we are at session lows, now down 97.
Well, they're waiting 2 years for this.
Yeah. By the way, you can either look at it as frightening or a buying opportunity. And I just want to say, I'm looking at by certainly percentage. Seagate Technologies, the biggest loser. We do also have JD.com.
Well, let's talk about
BioMarin Pharmaceuticals.
Let's be real clear.
Netflix is lower.
Yeah, let's be clear about the markets. This has been a rally, good Trump rally, but it's been focused and isolated to a bunch of stocks, like 10 stocks. It's not a broad-based rally. It's a 10 stocks.
You could do anything since Election Day. Pharmaceuticals, hospitals, steel.
No,
a bunch of sectors are all up.
The real, I'm sure they're up, but the real juice significantly in the market is basically 10 stocks. You take 10 stocks out of the market, a lot of sectors are trading flat, and those 10 stocks, what are they? A lot of them are tech names. You know, Johnson & Johnson's one of them, so of course you get like a consumer staple, but Facebook, Amazon, Google, Netflix. It's something to watch with this market, because that could, if Trump doesn't get his tax cuts through,